Hello and welcome to On the Mat with Lydia. That's me. And whatever has brought you to your yoga practice today, you are very welcome here. Today's class is yoga for digestion. So if you've been having some tummy trouble, some sluggishness in your digestion, this class will be great to get things moving again and to really nourish your body. So whenever you're ready, let's get on the mat. Let's begin today in child's pose. But for this child's pose, rather than having the knees spread out wide, we're going to keep the legs pretty close together. Big toes still touch behind you. And as you walk yourself down over your legs, bringing your belly right over top of the thighs. So there's this kind of slight pressure there of your legs pressing up into your belly. Now, you always have the option, if you don't want to go super deep into your child's pose today, you can grab maybe a blanket or a pillow to place between your thighs and your belly. Or if you don't want to be on the knees at all here today, you always have the option to instead come to seated. Again, perhaps find a prop right there at the belly, and then fold yourself forward as far as you want to go. So always lots of options to bring you into your practice today. Please choose the one that feels best for you. And as you settle in, take a moment to let your body get heavy, melting down to the support of your yoga mat here. Perhaps closing your eyes if that feels safe and comfortable for you. Beginning to draw your awareness inward and tune in to your breath. Following this rise and fall as you inhale and exhale. Feeling your belly gently pressing against your thighs, your prop. This almost gentle massaging of the belly as you breathe. And we'll take just a few more moments here to center into our practice. And as you breathe, perhaps taking a breath in through your nose and a breath out through your mouth. Just letting go of any stale, stuck energy so we can bring a little bit of movement into the body, into the digestive system, and get things flowing again. So all together, let's take another inhale here. And exhale completely. With your next inhale, slowly begin to rise up from that forward fold position wherever you were. And let's all meet seated on the mat, please. Any position that feels comfortable for you to sit in. Let's take a moment here to once again massage the belly. So please place one or both hands on the lower right portion of your stomach. With gentle pressure through the hands, begin to draw your palms up that right side of your abdomen. Come across the center, and then go down that left side of your abdomen. Then again, we'll come through center, this time down at the bottom, lift up through the right, across the top, down the left, and then across the bottom. So we're making nice big circles here, following the line of your colon. So ascending colon on the right, transverse across, and descending on the left. And this is really just encouraging, again, this flow of digestive movement, getting things kind of unstuck and ready to go. So let's take a few more moments here just to gently massage, nice gentle pressure through the palms as you circle. And making sure that you're still breathing here, that nice steady rhythm of your own inhales and exhales. Beautiful. Now when you feel ready, please slow down that movement, that circling of the belly. Lovely. Letting your arms come down towards your lap. Take a moment just to notice how you feel. Sitting up really nice and tall, giving everything some space. And then walking your left fingertips out to the left side of your mat. Take an inhale, sweep your right arm up, and exhale over into a side stretch. Taking a breath in right here, and breath out. One more here, keeping the hips heavy as you inhale, and exhale. Now with your inhale rising up through center, this time right fingertips stretch out. Reaching that left arm up as you take a breath in. Exhale to reach up and over, find that side stretch. So again, creating some space around the middle here, lengthening out for an inhale. And exhale. Again, another inhale. And exhale. This time as you inhale through center, both arms reach to the sky. As you exhale, turn towards that left knee, hands float down for a gentle twist. So keep this small for now, just starting to turn your torso over towards that left side of your mat. Keeping your low back, your hips rooted through center as you twist open. And let's take a breath in and breath out. One more inhale in your twist. As you exhale, unwind, come back through center. Taking your next inhale to stretch both arms up to the sky. As you exhale, turn to the right this time, hands float down as you find your twist. Gently drawing that right shoulder back behind you, opening the heart as you turn through that mid-back here. Let's stay for another breath in and let it out. Another inhale here. As you exhale, slowly unwind, return to center. Pause here for an inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Please make your way onto hands and knees. Let's find our tabletop position here. So taking a moment as you arrive to root down through the palms, spreading your fingers wide. Anchor down through the tops of your feet as you stack your hips over your knees. And lengthening out your spine here, take an inhale to lift your chest, lightly lift the tailbone. As you exhale, tuck your chin, begin to round your spine. Again, with your breath, inhale, shoulders back, heart forward. Exhale, tuck and round, lifting your navel. Cat-cow here as you inhale and exhale. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhale for your cow and exhale for your cat. Last round here, big breath in and smooth exhale out. Inhaling back to your neutral spine, nice and long from head to tail. Begin to shift some weight over towards that left knee, but keep the left hip moving back. Think about that length in the side of your waist. With an inhale, begin to stretch your right leg back behind you, letting the right foot hover any amount. Again, find that length, create that space in the torso. Take another big breath in. As you exhale, draw your knee towards your chest, navel to spine, a little bit of hugging in at the belly. Then inhale, stretch it out long. Exhale, curl it in. One more like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl your right knee towards your chest. This time that right foot is going to step up to the top of your mat. Hand can help you to get it there. And we'll settle into a low lunge. So first of all, let's walk that right foot a little bit wider towards the right side of your mat. So you have a lot of space for your hips here. You might even like to wiggle around a little bit. Feel a little stretch around the hips, the low back. And then settling into stillness, fingers framing that right foot, dropping your hips, lifting your chest as you inhale. With your exhale, begin to rock your hips back, beginning to straighten that right leg any amount. Heart staying lifted over the thigh. Let's take a breath in and breath out. Beautiful. Let's start to flow with the breath. As you inhale, rebend the front knee, come to your lunge. Exhale, rock back to that hamstring stretch, nice and gentle. And inhale, moving forward. And exhale, send your hips back. 2 more times on your own here. Feeling this movement through the body. Creating once again a little bit more space for things to flow and get moving in that digestive tract. And the next time that you inhale back up to your low lunge, pause here, really anchoring down through the right foot and planting your right hand to the top of your right thigh. Take an inhale, think about lengthening forward. As you exhale, push through your palms as you turn your chest to the right and find a twist. So this time perhaps going a little bit deeper than you did in your twist before. Really opening your chest, drawing your shoulder blades back. Twisting is so good for our digestion. This kind of contraction and release that encourages some movement, some of that digestive fire. So let's take another inhale here in this twist for now. And as you exhale, slowly unwind, framing that right foot. Well done. Slowly send that right knee back to meet your left. Take a moment to wiggle around if you'd like as we settle back into that tabletop position. This time, weight will shift over towards your right leg. Take an inhale, send your left leg back behind you, letting the leg lift any amount, doesn't have to be high. Taking your inhale to find that length, stretching through your spine. As you exhale, draw your knee towards your chest, lift your navel in and up. You got it. Inhale, stretching out. And exhale, knee to chest. Just one more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to chest. This time, stepping your left foot all the way up towards the top of your mat. Beautiful. Take a little wiggle time if that feels nice for you. Just waking up the body a little bit more. And as you're ready to settle into stillness, hands can frame that left foot, dropping your hips as you lift your heart. Take an inhale here in your low lunge. As you exhale, begin to rock your hips back. Hands can come back with you as you lengthen through that left leg and find a little hamstring stretch. Let's stay for a breath in and breath out. With the breath, shall we? Inhaling to bend the front knee, rock forward to your lunge. Exhale, rock it back. Find that hamstring stretch. Again, inhaling forward. And exhaling back. 2 more on your own, if you would, please. Noticing how this flow of movement feels in your body. And really watching how your breath follows this movement. Now the next time that you inhale and come up to your low lunge, please pause there. Grounding down through the feet, hugging the hips in, giving yourself a nice strong foundation. The left hand will find the top of your left thigh as you inhale and lengthen. Use your exhale to turn your chest to the left, gently pushing through the palms as you open into your twist. Now while you're here, that navel is gently hugging up towards your spine. So it's as if you're trying to create a little space between your belly and your thigh here. So just a little bit of core connection, a little bit of that almost wringing out of the internal organs. And when we do this, when we're doing our yoga for digestion, it might be possible that you have some gas that wants to move through and out of the body. And we all know that when we do yoga regularly, we're farting. It's a thing we do. So let yourself just fart freely if that's what needs to happen on your mat today. Let's take another inhale in this twist here for now. As you exhale, unwind, hands frame that left foot. Sending your left knee back to meet your right, passing through our tabletop position. Let's take the knees wide this time in our child's pose as big toes come together. Start to sit your hips back towards your heels and let yourself melt down any amount. Pausing for 3 rounds of breath here. Inhale. Exhale through nose or mouth. Again, inhale through your belly, your low back. And exhale to release. One more here. Inhale. And exhale. As you're ready, inhale to slowly rise and start to make your way back to a seated position on your mat. So setting yourself up at about the midpoint of your mat, you have some space to stretch your legs out in front of you. You have some space back behind you. And as the legs stretch long, take a moment to give them a little shake, a little wiggle if that feels nice. Then we're going to bend into the knees here, drawing the heels down into the mat. Hanging on to the backs of the thighs here, take an inhale to lift your spine tall. And as you exhale, start to bring your chest forward towards your thighs. So bringing your chest to meet your thighs, thighs to meet the chest, imagining that they're glued together here now. So keeping these two parts of the body connected, maybe this is where you stay in your forward fold for today, wrapping your arms around your legs, dropping the chin. If your legs want a little bit more of a stretch today, you can slowly start to walk the heels forward little by little, keeping your chest connected to the thighs as you go. So choosing however far you want to go into this forward fold today, being kind to the body, keeping this gentleness, this softness through the movement. And we'll stay for about 5 rounds of breath with this one. Again, the option to exhale out through the mouth if you feel like there's still some kind of stuckness in the body to get rid of. Allowing yourself to slow down your pace a little bit here as we finish out our practice. Letting the pace of your breath slow. Let's take another full breath in here. And complete breath out. Now, as you're ready, take an inhale to slowly rise, lifting your chest away from your legs. Bending your knees until you can fully plant your feet on the floor. Feet step nice and wide, hands come back to support you as you windshield wiper the knees side to side. And if it feels nice, you can kind of let the torso twist with the knees as well. When you feel ready, you're going to let yourself lay all the way down onto your back. So bringing the knees back to stillness, lowering yourself to lay down on your yoga mat. As you arrive on your mat, please take a moment to plant the soles of your feet. Let your spine lengthen out long on your mat. Feeling your entire body supported by the earth for a few moments. And as you feel ready, one leg at a time, drawing your knees in towards your chest and wrapping yourself up in a nice big hug here. Might feel nice to take a gentle rock side to side, kind of massaging out the sacrum here. Might even feel nice to make some small circles with the knees. And as you're ready, we're going to keep the legs together. Don't have to be touching. Arms are going to spread out wide to either a T or a cactus shape here. Drawing your shoulders down into the mat, drawing your thighs away from your chest. Take an inhale right here. And as you exhale, let your knees drop to the left side of your mat, finding yourself once again in a twist. So anchoring that right shoulder towards the floor as you lengthen that right side waist and stack the hips. So maybe you'd like to bring in a prop like a pillow or a block to rest in between the legs. That really helps out to stack the hips and find this lengthening through the legs and low back. And of course, you're always welcome to readjust, make this shape more comfy, cozy for you today. And once you find that place of stillness, we'll stay for 5 rounds of breath. And perhaps the eyes close here if that feels safe and comfortable for you. Perhaps keeping a soft gaze towards the ceiling. But allowing yourself in these few moments of your twist to really notice how you feel. Notice the sensations in your body, the response of your nervous system, if any thoughts are popping up in this moment. Knowing that your digestion is not just a physical thing, but that so much of what makes you you goes into kind of the smoothness of your digestion. So let's take another inhale here in this side of the twist. Exhale completely, feeling navel draw to spine. And as you inhale, slowly bring yourself back up through center. Pause here for as long as you'd like, maybe giving yourself another hug. And when you're ready, we're going to take that same twist on the other side. So knees come slightly away from the chest, arms spread out wide. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, knees drop to that right side of your mat. Stacking the legs, stacking the hips. Perhaps adding some props or slightly moving the body to find that comfortable position on this side. And settling in once again for about 5 rounds of breath. So again, acknowledging that it might not just be your body that is creating some kind of digestive trouble, but also your thoughts, your emotions go into this kind of stagnation of digestion. So you might be able to recognize what in your life might be contributing to this digestion. And knowing that your yoga practice is about more than just finding the right poses to get things moving. But it's really about giving yourself a chance to de-stress, to slow down, and to be kind to your body. Let's take one more inhale on this side of our twist. Exhale completely, gently drawing your belly button in. With an inhale, rolling back onto your back. Once again, taking an opportunity to hug your knees in towards your chest if that feels good. Let's finish out today with a little bit of happy baby action. So opening the legs out wide as if you were going to plug your knees into your armpits. And then reaching either for the backs of your thighs or up towards your ankles as the heels kick up and the legs draw down. So feeling this really nice stretch around the hips here. If it feels good, you can bring a little bit of movement into this as well. Giving yourself just a few moments to really feel good in the body. And let yourself breathe into this space at the hips, the low back, the belly. And when you're ready, let's take one final inhale here. As you exhale, gently collecting the legs back together in front of you. Soles of your feet gently find the floor. And we'll begin to move towards our Shavasana for today. Now you always have the option to stretch out in your usual Shavasana, legs long. But if you'd like to support your digestion a little bit more, then I offer you the option to take your Shavasana laying on the left side of your body. So laying on your left side brings some energy towards the stomach just to help really complete that process of digestion. So if you'd like, you can bring an arm underneath the head or a pillow if you have one. Perhaps stacking a prop once again in between the legs. And allowing yourself to settle into a comfortable place of stillness for the next minute or so. Now you always have the opportunity to stay here longer if you prefer. But altogether we'll be here for just about a minute. Perhaps closing the eyes if you haven't already done so. Letting your attention once again focus onto the breath. And letting the belly gurgle, releasing anything you need to release. As you take these last few moments on your mat to really rest. Shavasana. All together, let's take a breath in and let it out. As you feel ready, bringing some gentle movement back into your body. Rolling onto your left side if you're not already there. And using your hands to slowly, gently press yourself back up to a seated position on your yoga mat. Taking a moment to find your comfortable seat. Keeping your body relaxed, your eyes closed or gaze soft. And if it feels right for you, placing one hand over your belly, one hand over your heart. And sealing your practice today with a moment of gratitude. Thanking yourself for showing up to your mat today. Thanking your body for all the incredible things that you can do. And I thank you so much for meeting me on the mat. Namaste. Be well.